Yoron Sabitan. Hello, Yoron. What is special about Yoron Island? Here's a story. It's about the life of Wada-san. Hello, welcome. Could you show me your collections? Sure. Thank you for having me. A line of battle doors were painted by famous artists. These are all original drawings. And this is a work painted by Haruko Sugiura, a renowned picture book writer. This is the German beer mug from Munich, which I collected when I lived in Germany. So magnificent. Here I displayed the works of Mr. Tadanori Yoko, who worked with me. He is a painter and an illustrator as well. This is a picture of us. This is the poster which was made by my company when Mr. Nagashima was the baseball team manager of the Giants. These are the balls with his autographs. And the next photo is Mr. O. This one was also made by my company called Big One. In this corner, I displayed pictures of European artists. I have always taken these pictures as one of my life work. Rodin, Mozart, Brahms, Schubert, Schumann, Wedekind. The graves of great artists. Most Japanese people know them. Well, now I am in front of Kotohira Shrine, which stands in Gusuku village. I would like to enter the hall of worship for a while from now on. In spring 1964, a young man came to the island with a camera and a tent. He was fascinated by the nature and people of the island. As if he was possessed by something, he passionately kept clicking the shutter. How exciting it is to open the door and meet him! Let's go back in time to Yoron Island 56 years ago with Mr. Wada's guidance. Are these sea urchins? That's right. A fisherman's wife was picking them up in Chabana port. Wives were handling the fishes before going to a peddler. This is the figure of Mrs. Chiyokiku. On the very memorable day of first tap water, look at her indescribable smile. Oh, finally, tap water became available at home, didn't it? Yes, it did. I took this one because I thought it was very rare sight to see. Chiyo-san was cutting her husband's hair herself. This is a cowshed of her family. Cows were a very important force in cultivating fields in those days. This is a raised floor house called Takakura. It was used as a storage for food. So beautiful, isn't it? It touches the heart of a traveler. Indeed, how nostalgic. Was this some kind of a celebration? That's right. It was on the occasion of 77-year-old celebration. People gathered together at Bendia for the celebration party. Her eyes are so powerful and impressive. A 77-year-old lady was dancing of celebration. I met the girl in the lower right the other day. This is the mayor, Mr. Tatsuno, at the time. He had been a mayor for a long time. Oh, had he? I didn't know that. This is on the day of Christmas. Christmas cake was the last thing that I expected to see on the island. This picture shows children playing by the sugarcane field. Parents always try to keep kids within their eye reach. On the occasion of a school event, children were playing a drama with a devil mask on their faces. I don't know the name of this, but it is a starfish, a big one. Children were always playing. I was astonished to see them playing Hanafuda, a card game, because that card game was commonly played by adults. This is a crowd who came to see the play of school arts events. Quite a few old ladies were smoking with pipes. That made me surprised too. This old lady sitting alone in yukata gave me a certain impact as a subject image. I took this one wondering what she was thinking. Well, there was no nursing home at the time, so they had no choice but to stay at home. I see. This is a grave, right? I saw this kind of grave for the first time. Since then, I've become interested in this unique grave. This is what they call gambuta, a house for the deceased. People left sandals, a stick, a lantern so that the dead can walk in the spiritual world. This is the start of dolphin drive hunting. I kept asking about if I could go hunting with them in the boat. Finally, a week after, they got me in the boat. I took this picture in Higashi Ward. Sabani is a plank-built fishing boat that has gone now. We all rowed the boat. Every fisherman seemed to belong to a certain group. They lifted and carried the boat up to the land side by manpower. This is a laid-back photo after dry fishing. Look at this one. He is holding some fishes in his hand. After having driven the fish into the net, he grasped some of them by hand. Look at his goggles. How well they are done. Perfect handicraft. This is one of my favorite photos. Oh, this is a unique Sabani boat. It was equipped with a sail. He seemed to have been out for fishing alone. With a happy smile, he came back to Chabana fishing port. This is a Maso shop at that time. It is just a short walk from Chabana beach. Right. It was a butcher, and this is the present Maso shop, which is called Maso. Was pork sold at that time? That's right. They sold pork. As one of the New Year's decoration, people used to hang a pork together with vegetable as a symbol of good harvest. Pork played a valuable role as a source of protein in those days. This is the port in those days. We used to call it the Old Tomori port. This reminds me of melancholy spring. After having graduated high school, most youngsters left the island for work. They rowed a barge and boarded the ship that was staying offshore. I was deeply impressed to see the families who came to see them off. One of the unforgettable pictures. Those who leave and those who stay. The photo on the lower right is the current fishing port. It has changed a lot. Mr. Wada, a great photographer, never stopped interacting with Yoron after that. Since 2008, Mr. and Mrs. Wada have lived in Yoron. They started shooting the smiles of the islanders. A smile makes people energetic. A smile makes me cheerful. A smile makes people merry. A smile makes me fun. A smile makes people kinder. A smile makes me sweeter. A smile makes people happier. A smile makes me happier too. And a smile is a link word that connects people and myself. And a smile is a link word that connects me and the world.